Hello, Hot Vibes, and welcome back to a recap of Pit Babe episode 11.
I'm pissed.
I know you are. Yeah.
I'm like really pissed. Not
Yeah,
gonna
I
lie to
think
you.
you would be.
Watching this episode made me realize something, and I'm so sorry. I hate to say it, but this is turning into a hate watch for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this show is turning into a major hate watch for me. Like every time I watch it, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like I get like I'm getting pissed every single episode, and this just like cemented it for me.
Yeah.
I'm mad.
Do you like any part of this episode?
There were like some shots that I liked.
Not even the magnet parts?
That was I will take that. That was cute, but like it's overshadowed by the fact that I'm not really a fan of this couple either. So like,
well, like, yeah, I mean, it made you more of a fan. I feel like if it's like, hey,
did it?
I liked it. I don't know what you were talking about.
I like the magnets, but like I was like, it's cute, but like
I like the whole conversation too they have. Like it's such like a nice, like they kind of throw away the whole Alan's boy thing, and it's like, no, fuck it. Like I don't want like Alan's boy. I want you.
good. I mean, thank God, but like,
yeah, it's gross.
I'll take stuff where I can get it, but like just the fact like if I had no idea, if I had zero clue that was any sort of significant age gap between them, I would be so in love with them. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, are you serious? Really? That's it?
It is, because it's stressing me out. I'm not an age gap fan. I'm really not. Like, it's,
they're both adults.
I know they're both adults, but it's, the fact that I know I don't remember what the number is, and I refuse to let myself remember it, but the fact that I was so shocked when you first told me what the number was is lingering in my brain.
Oh my god.
And just like every time they're like dancing or doing shit, I'm like, see, you look similar in age because you are, but the fact that you're not in the show is really stressing me out because he keeps calling him kid and uncle. Like if all the jokes that they were making about like, you know, like, oh, you're so old, you're too old, that's why you're basically a grandpa, like shit like that. If I had no idea about the age gap and they were making those jokes, I'd be like, oh, those are his friends being nerds and treating him like he's like super old when he's not. Like that's funny. But like whenever they say that stuff now, it gives me a little ick. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't see that. I see it as, you know, they're both competent adults. They're both aware. Like, who cares? Like, who am I to judge based off age gaps? Like, no, they're both adults.
I know they're both adults, and there's like no judging and shit like that. But like I don't know, there's some sort of underlying thing there that I just cannot get over. And like there's some cute stuff in there. Like I like the lock, the little magnet with the heart thing. There was something else in there I like too, and we'll probably get to it. There were some shots that I really did enjoy, but I don't know.
I honestly I don't see a problem with an age gap. I really don't.
I do. I don't know why. It's a personal thing, I guess. It's just
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. It's beyond me. Because again, my thing is like they're both adults. I don't really give a fuck. Like go off, do your own thing. Like teach your own.
Yeah, age gaps are very personal. Like ick for me, I guess.
It's like a Modern Family with like Jay and Gloria. It's like that doesn't bother me. It's like who cares?
I've never seen Modern Family.
Oh really?
No.
I feel like you would like it.
I've seen like little clips here and there, but like I've never really seen the show. Like I've seen one clip from Modern Family, and it's the oh Savannah like.
Well, that's in the first episode, so.
Oh, well,
yeah, it's at the end of the first episode, so you're great.
I saw that clip on YouTube or something like that, but I haven't seen anything else.
Well, side note, I feel like you should watch it. It's hilarious, and I feel like you would really like it
if I had time.
Yeah. Something thrown in the background while you do show.
I have no time.
Anyway, we start in Alan's house where Alan is giving Babe some medicine.
Mm.
And they're talking about the whole, like, Dean situation that happened and that, that he's getting arrested for that.
Mm.
And they said that they got the phone number that who Dean called, where someone called Dean, like the number that they thought they could get to Tony through, but it ended up being like a burner phone or something, and it ended up leading them nowhere.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Then we are at the bar diner place, and Pete and Wei are taking shots. And so I like the way the shots are kind of like color organized.
I like that. That's cool.
Like I was like, I don't know what that is. Like, is it just like dye, or they're like all different drink? I don't know what it is, but they just keep going.
But tell me this: why did they order 7? when there's 2 of them. If you want to distribute shots evenly, buy 8 or 6. Why did you order 7? Why? That pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. It's like the little things.
Because I think, well, maybe it's something like a set. It's like, oh yeah, no, like, it's like, hey, we want the rainbow special, and it's like, okay, here's 7.
The rainbow special. It's not. It's like turquoise. It's the turquoise special.
Well, no, because the ones on Wayside are like like a reddish orange, yellow, green, and then it goes into the blues. Like it, like
See,
you
I
can
didn't
see
fully
color
notice that.
like change.
I didn't notice that. I will say I did not
Yeah.
notice that.
So that's
but
what maybe it's like a, I don't know, a special 7. Oh,
rainbows have like, well, technical rainbows have, I guess, 7, but like that like includes purple and indigo, I guess. But like if you want to be like not specific, then usually it's 6. So I feel like he should have just done 6.
well, but people include purple and indigo.
I don't know why it's bothering me that much, but when I
There are
like
7 colors in the rainbow.
when I don't know why it's bothering me that much, but when I saw it, I was like, why the fuck are there only 7 shots?
Okay, I feel like that might be you being a bit nitpicky in this.
It is 100%. 100% it is. I agree. It's me being nitpicky, but I'm just like deeply like this. As I said, the show is getting to me.
Yeah. So they start taking shots, and Pete eventually tells Wei, he's like, okay, you should probably stop. So Wei admits that he doesn't really know what he believes is right anymore. And he's kind of like going through like a moral confliction about what he's doing. And Pete confesses, he's like, sometimes things can change. One day you believe something, and the next day you might not.
They keep saying daddy, too.
There was a lot of daddy in this episode.
There was a lot, and it was stressing me the fuck out. I was like, can you please say not that? Anything but that.
Yeah, because Wei asks, like, oh, why did you walk away from daddy? And Pete says he learned the truth. He learned that he was expected to be adopted as someone else's child for money.
Yeah.
And, just had, like, a benefit for him, and he didn't like that.
I'd fuck off, too. I agree.
Yeah. And we see flashbacks to that, too, later in the end of the episode. And, yeah, so Pete kind of assures Wei that he's like, look, you can still choose to do whatever you want to do now. Like, whether it's you want to go back to Tony, whether you want to fuck off and help destroy him, whatever you want to do. Like, you still have that chance.
Exactly. That's your choice to make.
Yeah.
And I really like the shot at the end of the scene.
With everyone kind of, like, in the background.
Yeah, it's, like, fast forward. It's on fast forward, kind of. Or it's, like, 2 times speed. I really enjoyed that shot. That was good. There are some shots in this show that are, like, chosen really well.
Yeah.
But not, like, everything. Which, honestly, is a positive thing for me. Because I don't think everything needs to be a perfect artistic shot. But I do like those little small moments where they are.
Yeah, no, it's like if everything was a perfect shot, nothing would be a perfect shot.
Exactly.
Like, they wouldn't stand out.
It wouldn't stand out, no.
Yeah.
So I really like these little moments of, hey, wow, look at how artsy and beautiful that was, you know?
So then Jeff and Alan are listening to the news where apparently people are just praising Tony.
Dude, it showed Tony on the news and I was like, dead? Found dead? Dead? I was like really fucking open. But they were like, he's holding a benefit. I was like, fucking Christ.
Yeah, so they're all just like, oh my god, that's so
apparently also, like, the women of the country like to call him the nation's husband or some shit, and I was like, what the fuck are you on? I was like, are these women blind?
It's because it's his image of, like, being a, like, taking in all the, like, orphan children, and, like, it's like, that's the outer image, so people are like, oh my god, like, he cares, he loves children, oh my god, but, like, in reality, he's selling them for money.
Yeah. Fuck no.
Yeah. So Babe comes in and he kind of says that we need to start investigating the whole, like, what happened with Charlie's car and, like, Dean and Tony's involvement in it.
Yeah.
And this is where it is revealed Charlie, at the very least, is on a couch asleep.
Fucking no, when it, like, the shot changed to Charlie, like, laying there, I was like, I swear to fucking God, he better be dead on that couch. They better have just stolen his body or some shit.
Last week, you were like, oh my god, I'm so glad he's dead. I was like, dead.
I'm so annoyed.
The thing is, though, I knew he was alive the whole time. When I first watched this, there was not a doubt in my mind he was dead. The only thing that shocked me was that it wasn't revealed in the same episode. That was the only shock that I was like, wait, it's going to be revealed next episode then, obviously. Because, like, I still like. I never. It's also where like we're not even at the end yet. Had this been the last episode or penultimate episode, maybe I believe it more. But I knew there was still so much more. Charlie is too big of a character for them to kill off, and that's why this didn't really bother me. It's kind of like, oh, I know it. Like I knew I was right
pissed.
because
Because like I knew I there was a part of me that was like, please, he's probably gonna be alive, but please don't do that. Like, I wanted it so badly not to happen that I was really begging my brain to be like, no, he's dead, because I didn't want him to be alive. But I figured they're gonna fuck me over, aren't they? But I wanted so badly that when you were telling me the vibes, I was like, I'm not gonna include Charlie in any of these in the hopes that I am so right and he's dead.
well, you should have, because one of them did involve Charlie.
I know. I don't even remember what they are, but I know that it involved Charlie. So
I was like thinking, I'm like, okay, should I like maybe hint that he might be alive, or should I just let you believe this time? Like, I'll just let you believe, and we'll find out next week.
I literally, like, at this point, I was like, I think it was like 10 o'clock at night last night or something like that, and I walked out of my room to go wash my face. My mom was still awake in her room, and she was like, are you talking to yourself in there or something? Or filming? I was like, no, I'm watching my show. And she was like, oh, okay. I was like, dude. Someone, like, I was like really pissed because like a main character, I told her like I'm really pissed because like last episode a main character died. She was like, oh, I was like, no, I was happy about that. Like, no, that was great. He's alive now. I was like, it pisses me off because, as I said last week, that was the most interesting thing to happen in this show, in the 10 episodes I've been watching, and they've just undone that entire thing.
Yeah, no.
It's no longer interesting again. Like, I'm genuinely pissed. Like, I don't want him to live. And it's not because he sucks as a character, or it's not because I don't like him. I just thought it was cool. And now it's not cool again. I'm fucking annoyed.
Well, I will give you this maybe to hold on a little hope to. There is death in the future.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right. Who?
So don't there is death, and there's no like reverse death. There is permadeath.
If it's Tony, it's not exciting because I'm banking on that. I figure he's gonna die. So
that's all I'm gonna say for now.
If it's anyone other than Tony, and if it's a bigger character, I'm down for it. I'm very excited. But if it's Tony, figure.
Okay.
If it's Kenta or Pete, I kind of figure. I don't know. That feels right too.
Oh. So we have a guy also there.
Yeah.
And he seems to be taking care of Charlie. And then they're knocking on the door, and he immediately pulls out a gun because he's like, "Oh, who is this?" And then Stephanie's like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And he's like, "Oh, cool." And his name is revealed to be Revel.
Okay.
That's his name. And we find out a little more about him later. And he's asking like, "Hey, how's Charlie?" And he's like, "No, he's been fine." And then he wakes up, and Jeff goes over and kind of informs him of everything that has happened with everything. You know, Kim's out and free. He's kind of with us now. Babe's been a wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, one of the reasons this bothered me, or my issue with Charlie, is there was an episode, I think it was 9? Yeah, it must have been 9, because 10 was the one he died. It's when he's in bed with Babe, and Babe's, still upset because he just found out about the whole way situation. He's like, everyone betrays me, everyone leaves me. And Charlie literally says, like, oh, I will never leave you. And now here he is faking his own death. And we saw last episode how Babe went through that, like, and he still is.
I'm not gonna lie, this does piss me off as well. Like, I get that you probably had to do it to like save
like, yeah, I get
everyone.
like, okay, in Omegaverse stances, like whatever, like, they're like, oh my god, it's like, oh, for the bigger picture or whatever, like, fine, whatever. But like,
fine.
I was still like,
I'm kind of pissed at him for doing that, like, to Babe.
No, yeah, that again, I've always had beef with Charlie a little bit, and this was also one of the reasons why. Because I said it earlier too. He has like a hero complex where like, oh, he thinks he needs to protect Babe from everything, and the fact that he didn't tell him about something, fake his own death, was that too. And I wanted to bring that back when we were having that conversation, but you're like, oh no, Charlie's great, whatever. And I'm like, okay, wait for it.
Charlie's not great anymore, I swear.
And here we go. Like, good. I'm glad we are on the same page with that.
Yeah. Like,
it took a while, but I got you on the side.
What's annoying is like he's not the worst, but like he's just I don't particularly like him that much. I don't particularly like most of these characters, I will say to you right now. Like, if we were to do the tier list right now, it would be a very weird tier list, like a different tier list from anything I've ever done in my life. But like, I don't feel connected to any of them. And
Hmm.
I was like, I felt like maybe Charlie could be one I feel a connection to, but like it's just been going down every episode. So,
Yeah. However, this is where we get the whole flashback to everything that went on behind the scenes.
Bitch, did I say? I swear I must have mentioned it that someone was gonna use the fucking Romeo and Juliet drug where one of them looks like they're dead but aren't really dead, and I was like, I probably didn't say it, but I thought it.
You may have meant you. I think you said that he that he would die temporarily and then come back.
Yeah, I don't think I mentioned the Romeo and Juliet drug, but I was
No,
fucking. I thought about it, and I was like, so what? He's gonna fucking like Romeo and Juliet it, where he's gonna like appear dead, so everyone thinks like, oh, he's dead, but then fake his own death and shit like that. That's literally what happened.
that's what happens.
That is literally what happened.
Yeah.
I was joking.
So this is the flashback where Jeff is talking with Tony, and he says he's going to cause Charlie to have a car accident on the field, and he will get hurt, but he will also live, and he will be unable to race for the rest of the season, and that way it'll be easier for Tony to snatch him up.
And he believed him?
Well, no, he said like, how can I believe it? Like, how can I believe you? Like, he's like, well, it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, you won't lose anything from trusting it. Like, if I follow through, you let him go. If not, you don't. Like, there's no really, like, he didn't really lose anything. And so we're like, fine, whatever. However, in this flashback, Kenta's there.
Kenta's, oh fuck.
Dude, we got a lot of Kenta and changing clothes this episode. There's like 4 different things. And there's also like different, like, do you know, they're like child version. We got all the Kenta this episode.
No.
Yes. So, he is wearing a black t-shirt with a button up. It's kind of like buttons. And there's a black belt, black dress pants, and a watch on his left wrist. In this scene, when he's listening to the Tony Jeff conversation. However, then we cut to him talking with Dean. And he's wearing other clothes now, too. So, we're going to hop right into this.
Goddamn.
There's going to be a lot this episode. He's wearing a black shirt with a little zipper, like it's like halfway through. A black like overcoat suit jacket, a black belt, black dress pants, and the watch on his left wrist.
Great.
Yes, well, there's more. Don't worry.
Yeah, great.
And this is where he talks with Dean, and he's kind of convincing Dean to, puncture the brake fluid line. And he's like, he probably won't kill him, but
He probably won't kill him.
Yeah.
I would like a guarantee if I'm gonna do something that may kill me. I would like a guarantee that it will not kill me.
Well, it's not Dean; it's Charlie.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
you wouldn't want to commit death. You would want to guarantee you wouldn't.
No, like if I was Charlie. I know we're just not talking about Charlie right now. If I was Charlie and they were like, "Oh, we'll just like cut your brake and oil lines and then just like flip your car and then we'll fake your death." It's like, okay. And if I actually die? Like that, there's no guarantee I wouldn't die. Would it? Right?
Honestly, I don't think Charlie would have minded that. Like, if I'm being honest, because his big thing was for him to die, so Babe's senses returns to him. So Tony thinks that Babe's senses are gone forever, because they don't know that they will return to Babe when he dies.
Yeah.
And so if it actually killed him, it would still return to Babe, and Charlie would be like, "Great, Tony doesn't know." If it didn't, and he's still alive, then they'd be like, okay, fine, I'll fake my death. So, like, either way, I felt like Charlie would have been like, whatever. Like, I would still like to be alive, but, like, if I die in the process, it's whatever.
It's whatever. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, and Kenta kind of uses, Dean's ego. He's like, well, you should be aware how better of a racer Charlie is. So, you might want to think this through. Because if you think you're going to beat him fairly, like, I can't help you with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we see Dean agree, and he's like, if I succeed, you must let me, like, race in the Red Racing Team.
Okay, so that's what the phone call was about then. Gotcha.
Yes. And this is where we see Dean puncture the brake fluid line, and we see Jeff come in, and he tampers with the oil line.
Okay.
And this is where we go to the race, and Charlie is racing, and we can kind of see his senses are warning him about this. Like, Babe's senses are warning him, like, hey, something's gonna go wrong, be careful. But he kind of ignores that and still goes to
because he knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Which, would his senses warn him if he knew already what was going to go down?
I think his senses are more like, danger, danger, watch out, but he obviously wants to go into the danger, so he's like, okay, let's do it. Like,
true, but if he knew of the danger and was already going to go into it, then why would his senses be warning him if he had already decided he was going to do the danger?
Well, because his senses aren't like exactly on like are like okay, so you don't want me to sense this stuff, or you do like it's more just like they work regardless.
Yeah, but
Like
would they
they
work
were
that
kind
way if consciously you knew what you were doing?
yeah
I don't see that. Because if you in your head, if your senses are like part of you, and that's like to sense when something's going on, if you've already decided in your mind, oh, I'm going into this, would your senses be like, cool, chill, because it's a
no.
part of you? I figure they would be.
But what we see with like Babe and Charlotte, like anytime he's about to race, like his senses are so extreme, and like he can hear everything, see like feel everything, like it's so like extreme, and he needs to like calm down because like his senses are so like amplified.
Yeah, but I don't think if they did sense danger, I don't think they would warn him about it if he knew what the danger was and he was already chill with going into it, because they're connected to like obviously his thoughts and his feelings and
Well, it's more of like I feel like it's more like his body, really, like his like I don't really know how to describe. I don't really know how to describe, but I feel like I'm trying to like I hate that I have to come to this like comparison,
oh no.
but it's like when you get horny.
Oh no.
like
You couldn't come up with a
whether you
better.
want to or not, it happens. Like it's your body's own control. Your mind can't control it. So I feel like in this situation, it's like his mind knows like, hey, this is fine, but his body's like, hey, danger, danger, danger.
All right. I
I
guess.
hate that that was the only thing I
You
could come
could
up
have
with to
found
compare
something
it to.
else.
I couldn't think of anything else.
Jesus.
Anyway, um, still in the flashback, we see that Ravel is talking with the doctor, and he's like, hey, so you need to lie about Charlie being dead. And he's like, well, why would I do that?
Life.
Tell them about Tony and everything.
Hmm.
That like like the life is a special power, but for Charlie it was hell because he was stuck with Tony and everything, and like that if he did survive or if people thought he survived, he would probably go back there. So that's what like you gotta lie, and he admits that he made a mistake once too, and thought that the sentence would make everyone's life better, but he had to step back and let go of the most important person in his life. So we know that Ravel lost someone in that sense as well,
Yeah.
which is why he's so like gung ho for taking down Tony.
Oh, I'll bet. Yeah.
And so we see that Revel has this drug that will, the Romeo and Juliet drug, if you will, that will knock people out or pretend to kill them.
Exactly.
And he applied it to Charlie, fakes his death. In the ambulance, we see Revel apply another drug to Charlie that wakes him up. So that's when we know he is alive.
Damn.
Yeah. So then, present day, we're done with flashback. Jeff and Charlie are talking, and he's kind of like, I didn't really think the drug would work, and like I didn't realize they were going to be using to experience on me, but it seemed to work, and now I don't have any of Babe's senses left in me.
Dang.
And Jeff kind of talked with him, and he kind of said, like, these senses have been like a curse for both of us. Like Babe's or Charlie's ability to like take it without like just forcefully taking it really from other people when he gets close to them. And Jeff, when he gets close to people, he sees their future, and he doesn't like that.
He doesn't like that, no.
Yeah, so they both kind of suffer with the whole in the senses department, I guess.
Also, this is the first of 3 product placements we get in this episode. 3.
This was the most annoying one.
Was it really?
Because because Jeff's like, oh, do you want something to eat? And he's like, oh no, I think I just need this because it's full of protein and vitamins, and it's like great. You can buy it $9.99 using the code below. Like it's like it was so like directed. Like I was like that one I don't like.
It's a small box of soy milk. My friend, you need more than that to survive. Eat food. Eat food. Jesus
yes.
Christ.
No. Like I said, the product placement in this are very obvious.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So Jeff kind of tells Charlie how he kind of heard about people using the secret drug and stuff, and explains how he knows Revel, which is when he first escaped from Tony. Revel was the one who kind of found him and helped him and hide him from Tony's people.
Okay.
And he's also again aware of how Tony raises these children and grooms them in like a cult grooming situation.
Yeah.
And he's like, he wants to put a stop to that, which is why he was able to help him. So now we know how Jeff and Revel knew each other and why he was able to help Charlie with everything. And Jeff says that he hopes the drug for Charlie works, because if it works permanently, because right now they're still like need to apply every now and then to like keep it from going away. But if it ends up becoming a permanent thing, Jeff wants to use it too, because he wants sentences to be done as well.
He doesn't want those.
Yeah. So then we have Jeff return to Alan's house, and Alan is there on the steps waiting for him.
I thought he knew for a second. I thought he saw like some sort of like security cam footage and went, "Why were you here at this time?" or something. But no, he was just being nervous.
Yeah, he was worried because he's like, "Hey, I called you. I tried to reach out to you, and you didn't answer." And he just says like, "Oh, I went to my uncle's house. It's fine." And he's like, "Yeah, but you didn't answer. Like, I was worried about you." Obviously, because in Alan's mind, his brother just died, and also Jeff was already previously kidnapped by Tony. So
true.
He's very overprotective a little bit in this moment, but also there is some reason to that.
Yeah, there's reasoning behind it, but I do see what you mean.
And Jeff said like, "I just want to be alone to think," and North and Sonic were being a bit loud.
As they do.
yeah, as they do. And Alan says like, "Why didn't you just tell me? Like I would have told him to like fuck off and be quiet. Like you're Alan's boy." And Jeff's like, "I never agreed to that yet."
That's true. He hasn't agreed to it.
Yeah, and Alan kind of says like, "But just so you know, like I've never thought about giving this position to anyone else. I've only thought about giving it to you." And Jeff says like, "I may not be the best person for you."
You're fucking rubbing off on me.
Me?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Because you just said.
Wait.
I only thought about giving it to you. I fucking hate you.
I was like, what did I do? I'm just reading what's. I'm just reading what it says. I mean, to be fair, later this episode. Well, now that you brought it up,
I know, but like I didn't want to think it, but because I'm friends with you now, I'll talk.
Yeah. So they kind of part ways after that. Now we have North and Sonic, where North is applying the skin cream to Sonic.
And it's still on his face. He does not rub it in. He just goes, "Oh."
He really doesn't. It's kind of like it's like blots.
Yeah. Perfect. How do I look? Like, what do you mean? How do you look? It's still on your face. It's not gonna work in 2 seconds, especially if you don't rub it in.
Yeah. Though this one was this again. The only one that really bothered me was Charlie, because I felt it was more like addy.
Yeah.
Like it almost sounded like he could have been talking to the camera and being like, "Oh, look, it's great. It gives protein and vitamin." This one was kind of just like, "Oh no, put it on my face," and
Bye now.
Yeah. This one was more just like, "Hey, rub it on my face," and he did. Yeah, I know.
I hate you so much.
That one was an accident, I swear. I swear it was an accident. So Jeff is also there. And North and Sonic are kind of like, okay, so he's still, struggling with this whole Jeff situation. So we're gonna come with a plan. Here's what you do. You pull him up on the roof. You come down rappelling in a helicopter. And then you get down, you kiss him on the hands, and it's gonna be great. Confess your love.
No.
Sonic's like, no, that's too much. What you should do, get a billboard. And just have it be like, "Jeff, I love you."
Oh, Lord.
And Alan's like, "You two are morons."
Yeah, fully, I agree.
Yes. Then Kim shows up. He's kind of like knocking on the door. He's like, "Hey, can you guys make breakfast? I'm hungry."
That's literally all he's there for. He does not come back this episode. He just goes, "I'm hungry. Make something."
Yeah, it's kind of like to remind you he's there and like how he's adjusting, where he's like, he's comfortable enough to just be like, "Hey, make me food."
Make me food.
Yeah. And so North runs off to go, I guess, make food or eat food or whatever. But Sonic stays back with Alan a little bit, and he's like, "Look, you're thinking too much about this.
Yes.
Just just chill, relax. Think young," he says.
See, it's shit like that.
Okay, it's,
I'm sorry. It's just, I notice it so much now, is the problem.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's there. All the time.
And then we have a little scene of Alan applying skin stuff as well. This one wasn't as bad because there's no dialogue, it's just him putting it on and then going to call Jeff.
It's just that there's 3 in one episode.
Yeah.
That's so much. Why do you need that much product placement?
Look, they gotta get the money for the budget somehow.
Get your coin.
Yeah. You know what? People need to resort to that sometimes. So I think we'll take a break here, and when we come back, we will have Jeff or no, we will have Alan once again struggling to ask Jeff out
Again.
again because he doesn't know how to flirt.
No. Not at all.
So we will be right back after this. And we are back with a recap of Pit Babe episode 11. We have Alan on the phone. He's trying to do talk and text, and he keeps putting it up to his mouth, trying to get words out. But he's like, no, that's not right.
He's not getting the right ones out.
No, yes. Again, very gay panic of him.
Period.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Which is pretty much a lot of his characters, just gay panic, really.
I'm gonna tell you right now, honestly, I was thinking about it, and that's something I actually have a problem with now. Because I feel like that's all he's there for.
Well, I mean, after this episode, it kind of goes away.
Well, yeah, that's because they're fucking now. But
well, yeah.
But up to this point, the fact there's only 2 episodes left, and I feel like I don't know who this character is aside from, oh, gee, I'm so nervous to talk to this guy. That's it. There have been little bits where he's talking with his friends or talking about how he cares about his friends, but they're so far in between that I don't fully remember any of them. They don't stick for me. And I feel like the only thing I know about his character is he's nervous to talk to Jeff, and that's all I associate with him. And I actually kind of have a little problem with that. So we'll see how it goes after this and what the last 2 episodes give me in terms of his character. But aside from the last 2 episodes, if I were to rate it now, I just don't really see him as a good character.
I mean, I see that. I feel like they played up a bit in this as well.
Yeah.
But I still feel like there's way more to Alan than just him obviously Jeff, and that's a big part of it. But it's also he he runs X Hunter. He's he's Babe's friend. He's the whole Dean thing in the last episode, of Dean betraying him and all that stuff. There definitely is a lot more. He's taking all these people and his friends and workers into his house. All of them are living under his roof. He's yeah, it's mainly about Jeff because this is supposed to be a romance show, and it's there's a lot of romance in it. So
I agree. I agree that there's definitely more to his character. I just don't feel connected to that more. His character, what they're doing with it, or not what they're doing with it, but what he's supposed to be, reminds me a lot of Goomba from Not Me. And he runs the garage.
Oh yeah.
Everyone stays there. That's their place. But I felt a lot more connected to him. I feel like they built his character in a better way than in terms of being connected to all of these guys and why they're all staying with him and why they all care about him and why he cares about them. And I feel like they're not doing that with Alan. And I know
honestly, that I would disagree.
Really?
I feel yeah, it kind of showed that, but also I feel Alan, I feel because maybe it's because, I mean, this might sound weird, but because Gumba never was pretty much single the whole time. There was no side relationship with him. But when with Alan, he does he has it's more than just outside of the being a father figure and garage owner and taking care of all of them. It's more than that. He is we kind of see yeah, he's the adult and the dad or whatever, but he's also still awkward and weird and very can't flirt, a lot of that stuff with him. So I feel I personally see more Alan and him his character more because there's more than just the garage owner, dad, father figure type caretaker thing.
I thought about that for a second as well. Right before you said it, I was I think part of the reason why it feels different is because they have the added effect of now this guy is in a relationship, whereas Gumbo wasn't. But I feel that's maybe a negative aspect in which it swung the other way, but too far. Now it's only about the relationship and not about, what he's in the garage. I feel there needs to be a nice balance. If they're gonna add a relationship to a character like this, I feel there needs to be a nice balance, and I don't see a balance right now.
I see that. Again, with Gunpei, I kind of just I mean, maybe just because I wasn't super big on Not Me and the whole thing. I've talked about that before.
Yeah,
maybe that's why. But honestly, I don't really remember much about him.
I do.
Other than him being the garage, and I'm kind of just I mean, okay, that's about all I really think. I do want to rewatch Nami because I want our 2 years coming up, so I want to go back and rewatch a bunch of the older ones that I don't really remember as much. Whether I like them or not, I want to go back just to refresh my memory and maybe thoughts have changed. I don't know. So I'll definitely keep that in mind when I do that. But I want to start doing that soon because
Yeah, I kind of want to do that as well.
yeah. But yeah, so he's trying to figure out what to say, and then he does. He's like, okay, I got it, and he asks like, are you free today? I asked something
Easy.
to talk to you about.
All right, easy.
I want to make everything very clear.
We don't need like 50 billion words. Just, are you free? I want to talk. That's literally all you need. Like,
and I do think he came to that conclusion in this scene where he's like, okay, I'm overthinking him too much.
Exactly.
Just keep it low, chill, like casual, and just
keep it casual.
Go from there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I need to take that advice.
Yeah. And again, like, I feel like after this scene, maybe, I feel like that's kind of like the whole gay panic aspect on like awkward flirting stuff is really gone from him.
Yeah.
Because now it seems like they are together. So in the Beyond Group headquarters, Babe goes to talk with Pete, and Pete just quickly brushed him off, and he's like, hey, this matter is not convenient to discuss right here.
Yeah, I agree with him. Let's not talk about that here.
Yes.
I feel like we should talk about it in a private space.
Yes. Which is good, because we do see someone recording Babe being here.
Yes. Evidently someone who... how did he get in there? Is he like a spy or something like that?
I think he's a spy, yeah. Okay. He's probably just like worked on the cover for Tony or whatever. And yeah, so then he comes in and tells Kenta, who is wearing a black collared t-shirt,
collared button-up t-shirt
with 3 buttons, black belt, black dress pants, and a watch on his left wrist.
And a watch on his left wrist. Yes, I can see it. I actually have it up right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
Yes.
And the guy's telling him about, you know, like, about the whole, like, oh, Babe going with, like, Pete, and, like, what should we do about X Hunter? And, kind of warned him. He's like, the person we should be warned about, or worrying about, is Pete. And I'll take care of it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we do know, we see later that they do have a past.
They do have a past, and that's very interesting. I'm actually eager to talk about that. To be honest with you.
Okay, good. Cause that actually is like also some more like favorite stuff I like of the.
That's very interesting to me. Like something that's I'm very intrigued by that for once.
Yeah. So at the skate park, Alan and Jeff are skating.
This looks like a fun skate park. I want to go.
Yeah.
I don't really skate, but I could try. I do ice skating, but like not with wheels. Wheels, I'm not good. Blades, I'm good, but wheels, I'm not good.
Yeah. And Alan crashes into Jeff, but he catches him, so it's like a hug almost. And they're like, hey, let's take a break. We should probably take a break now. And Jeff asks, he's like, you know, you said you had something important talking about, right? So.
Yeah, why are we skating? I thought we were going to talk.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's like, oh, what? Like, do you not care about the answer for being Alan's boy or whatever? And Jeff says, yeah, I don't really care. Because even if you reject me 100 times, I'll still ask you 101.
That's cute.
And he says, like, I don't want Alan's boy. He says, I need you.
That's nice. Please, let's drop the Alan's boy thing now.
Yes, and I believe this is the end of Alan's boy.
Thank God.
So we have dropped that. Again, we have evolved. Like, again, I think Alan was like, he spent a lot of time with Babe, so he's kind of been taking his approach, but also is so awkward and can't really act like him. So now he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do this my own way. Like, I'm just gonna
do it your way, please, for the love of God.
Yeah, and he kind of like goes on to list all the things about Jeff. He's like, I want someone who's stubborn, who's tight-lipped, and like someone I would say something to, and he would like not listen or pretend not to listen, and someone who never really trusts anyone, and never trusts anyone until he takes a chance on me and agrees to get close with me. So he says all that. Jeff is like trying to look away.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
He's like, oh, that's sweet.
He's like, can't let him know I'm smiling. Shit.
Yeah, tries to look away, try to hide it. And then this is where Jeff pulled out the bracelet, which has an A on it.
It's very much giving T as in Troy.
It was kind of, yeah, except magnets. And he has one too, so it's like, you know, equal. So he puts a bracelet on his wrist, and Alan reveals he has one with a J on it as well to match. And as they hold hands, their magnets link together, which is a little bit of a heart shape too.
Yes, it is. It's 2 halves of a heart. I noticed that. So I really enjoyed the. I really enjoyed the magnets. I thought that was quite cute.
Yeah.
But it's overshadowed in my brain, so.
You gotta work on that. I don't know
What
what
do you
your
mean
issue.
work on
It's
what? It's
so
a
like
personal. I just have a personal issue with big age gaps. It's like it feels really ick to me. I don't know why.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Because I just can't get past it. Why don't you tell me the number so I can really assess and see what was the number?
No,
Tell me
because
the number.
that'll make it worse.
It will make it. See, because you know the
Hey,
number's
for
pretty
you
bad.
at least. Again, I don't give a shit. I'm like y'all are adults. Go
They're
off.
the thing
And
is like they're cute, but like every time I go, ooh, like they're cute, I'm like, but like, dude, like there's such like there's an age gap here, and it's a really weird one. So like, it's stopping me from being invested in them at all. Like every time I think something's cute, it goes, but like, it's a personal thing. It's a personal like.
it might be. I don't see it. I personally, I think they're my favorite ship of the show. I'll be honest.
I don't really have one. I don't really have any that I really like, to be honest with you. Except at the end there might be something though. But yeah, I guess it's a personal like, to be honest, because I know some people are fine with it, and that's fine. Do your own thing, but it's a personal like for me, I guess.
What's like the limit, I guess, of the age gap for you? Like, if you were dating someone, so how many years older, or how many years younger would be like the limit? Like,
If I'm dating someone,
for you, yeah, for you specifically. I'm curious if there's like a thing.
I would say 5 years on each side.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be mine. At most.
And so that's like a deal breaker. Like the age gap is like. Do you think it would be a deal breaker? Like you literally meet like the perfect person, but the only thing is like they're like, I'd say 7 or 8 year age gap.
Like I'm 28. If there was someone who was 20 where they're like date me, I'd be like, oh, I can't do that. You're a child. Like I can't, I can't do that. Like
Okay, well, what about the other way around? Like 35. Like someone 35 is like, hey,
mm,
or 37, however much age.
I would maybe be a bit more lenient because at least they weren't a fucking child. Like, and we'd both be at a like an age where it's like, yeah, we've grown a lot. Where it's like, yeah, we'd be fine with that. But like, so that I might be able to actually consider. But it's still a little. It's a little. If it's a little much. Like I think maybe 5. I would say 5 years on the like if they're younger than me side, and then I would say maybe 7 at a stretch on the other side. It depends on the person, I guess.
Yeah.
But at least like they'd be with them being older than me. That means we both have gotten to a certain age where we're both like, okay, yeah, we've learned some life. We're kind of mature enough to make this decision. But if there's someone like 8 years younger than me, I'd be like, no, I was 20 once. There's no fucking way. Like I know where my mind was at 20, and I'm not dating you. That's not happening. So I guess like other way it could be different, but like younger than me, I can't do that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I see that. Like when I used to have like dating apps or whatever, I would always be like, okay, like I think 21 would be like the youngest for me.
I can't.
And
Yeah,
like
I
maybe
can't even go that
30 is the oldest. But like, I'm also like, because that's just like, when you're on like apps and shit, like pick a range or whatever. But like, honestly, like it really doesn't matter all that much. Like if I met someone who's like,
honestly,
like 40, I'd be like, okay, sure. Like I feel like if it worked, if I felt it worked, I don't think age would really matter as long as it's like legal adults.
I can't go that high, but like I think I can see it in my brain. I think as I get older, my probably up until a certain point, but like as I get older, my younger than me range gets like longer. So I feel like if I was 35, I'd be fine dating someone 28 because for the same reasoning. Like we're both at a certain age where we have like grown and kind of come into ourselves and matured. Fine. But like I think I'd go as far as maybe 7 or 8, like because that's my current one for like older than me. But for younger than me, I think it goes up until like 7 or 8 as I get older.
Yeah.
It's just I don't want to date someone too young. There's no way. In my brain at least. So that's mine.
Okay, yeah. You know, and like I said, I mean, again, like if I'm ever go back on dating app, like I do set like a limit for like age wise, but like
Exactly, yeah.
quite frankly, again, if if it works, it works. Like I'm not gonna fight. Like it's not gonna be the end all be all for me. At least that's just my own.
It's a little for me, I'm not gonna lie.
Interesting. That's
Yeah,
so
I know.
fascinating.
I know, it's fascinating from you too, because I was like, I never really know any other way. Like,
Yeah,
my
like,
brain just goes, no. So,
Jeff kind of warns me, like, you know, if we get close, I'll see like the future. Like, you know, I'll know all about you. You won't be able to keep secrets from me, and it might become exhausting one day, and I might just become a burden for you. Like, I want to do that, and Alan kind of assured me, like, I don't care.
yeah.
Like, I really don't care. And again, Jeff kind of tries to like, you know, be like, but you know, all this stuff, like, there's a lot of bad things. Like, you'll get a lot of problems with me. And again, Jeff's kind of like, all that you said does not affect me. Like, it does not bother me. I'm not afraid of that. So then we get the hot damn with Jeff and Alan.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. They're making out. There is some conversation during this, so.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. I only paid attention during the conversation a little bit. When they were talking, I was like, okay. But like every time they weren't, I was like, I cannot watch this. Like it's stressing me out. It's stressing.
Is it because okay?
It's because they
okay. Okay, a part of me is like because of the age gap, or is it just because sex in general? Because like I know you're
Both.
not exactly super.
Both.
I was gonna say okay.
Both,
I was gonna
honestly.
say that doesn't shock me.
Like with hot dams, like I'll still like watch them and be like, oh, not bad, man, well done. Like and objectively like review it, but like because you know we talk about it, but like sometimes, but like.
And yeah, anyway, it's mainly kind of just like mainly the conversation they're having is just like just being a little awkward with it, and like he doesn't really know what to do, and like Alan's kind of like, hey, it's okay, like I got you, like
maybe it's because he's a child.
No, it's because he's a virgin.
Same
or was.
No, but that's my point. Is he's like young enough to be like he's quite young. Is my point. He's like 19, 20, something like that, right?
So.
That's stressing me out, man. It's not. I'm so shocked that's not stressing you out.
No, it does. Look, they're adults.
He's not that much into adulthood.
And also, knowing Jeff as a character, even if he was fucking like 30 or whatever, it wouldn't, because like Jeff has always isolated himself from people in general. Other than Charlie, who he's become brothers with, like he always isolated himself from people. It has nothing to do with his age. It has something to do with his ability of sensing people's future. He doesn't like being around that. He always isolates himself. Of course, he wouldn't have sex with someone. Then you'll see their future and be like, oh shit. Anyway, so yeah, they do have sex. They move to the shower too.
Yeah, damn, they go everywhere. They go to a bath too. Like Jesus.
Well, they're after like after.
Yeah, that's the okay, fine, that's after.
Post.
But like
post sex, post hot damn.
Still.
And that is where in the bath, Jeff has revealed that he was his first, and like he was a virgin before that.
I figured because he was like, "I got you," so like I figured he would have known that anyway.
Yeah. And we see their magnets are still connected when they're in the bath. So then we're in Tony's headquarters, and Kenta's kind of in the stairwell.
Yeah.
And he is wearing the same thing from the previous scene, so I'm not going to talk about that. I know. I'm sorry. But, like, you know, it's the same as before.
Is this Tony's headquarters?
Yeah. It's his, like, big house. Like, it's a stairwell.
Are you sure? Because, like, in a second, we see Pete coming down the stairs, don't we?
That's in the flashback, when Pete left.
Oh, that was when he left. Okay, I fully thought that was, like, him, like, running into him at the gym or some shit like that and being like, hey, like, you gotta come back or some shit. Like, no, okay, that makes more sense now. That makes more sense.
This is Tony's big headquarters, and we do get a flashback to Kenta and Pete as, like, children. They are children, and Tony introduces them. And so I had baby Kenta's clothes, or kid Kenta. Blue t-shirt, white shorts, a white sock with 2 red stripes on it, and navy shoes with white soles.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And Tony introduces him. He's like, Pete, this is Kenta. Like, I want you to play with him, okay? And he's like, okay, great. And, like, he leaves them to their own devices. And Pete's like, hey, Kenta, do you want to go outside and play football? And Kenta's like, oh, I can't. He told me I can only stay in the house. Like, outside's for the special alphas. And Pete's like, a friend is a friend, whether it's an alpha or a normal person. It's no different.
True.
Like, if Daddy scolds you, I'll help you out.
So true. Thank you, Pete.
Yeah. And this is where we get Pete leaving, he comes down the stairwell where Kenta is there waiting for him.
Okay, so that's what that is.
And now he's wearing different clothes too. So he is wearing a long sleeve black shirt and black pants, white socks, and black shoes. Kenta's kind of like warning. He's like, "You're about to hurt Daddy with what you're about to do."
Fine, great. Honestly, that's a plus.
Well, he's like, I'm like, he's like, well, he's a bad person. Like, I gotta go. Like, you should come with me. And he's like, no, I can't let you do that. And we do get a flashback to Pete when he found out about Tony's operations and child laundering, and he overhears it and he's like, oh shit, this is not like, what I thought it was.
Fuck this.
Yeah. And Pete says, he's like, Kenta, you're not a bad person. You don't need to do this.
Exactly.
And Kenta says, like, Tony's the only person who gave me life. Like, he took me in when I had no one. I will do whatever it takes to help him with whatever he needs to do. I will betray anyone except him.
I see why. Like, he's been conditioned to think that, like all of this is, like, coming from Tony's, like, love for helping him out and for the things he's done for him and loyalty and things like that. Because, obviously, he had a hard life before that. And so, him being taken in and, like, given value when he felt like nothing, probably, like, trauma does something to a person, you know? Like,
I mean, and I've said it before, this is like a Tony's grooming cult, where he grooms children into believing that he loves them and cares about them, when really he's training them to be great alphas, if they are alphas with special abilities, to sell them, or if they're not, like Kenta, just to help when he gets older and join the family business, so to speak.
Yeah.
And Kenta and literally everyone else who's been his kid, Pete, Wei, Babe, Charlie, Jeff, etc., were all that. They were all groomed cult members. And some of them, realize early and chose to get the fuck out, like Pete does in this scene, but others, like Kenta, are stuck in that mindset. And it's, like, really interesting and really, like, fascinating to see, like, the different sides of that.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
I will say that.
And Pete says, like, well, then I guess this is where we separate, and Ken, like, stops him. And he's like, if you step outside this house, then we're no longer brothers, and that's it.
Damn.
And Pete's like, fine. And he leaves.
Guess we're no longer brothers then.
Yeah. And then we cut to Kenta in present day, where he's still in the stairwell, and he pulls out his knife.
Ah, damn. The knife.
The knife is back. So then we're in, like, by the pond, I guess, where Pete and Babe are meeting up. And they're kind of talking about what to do, like, with the Tony situation. And Pete says, like, he had the list of children that the Chen family sold to rich people in many countries. But it's still going to be hard to convict Tony of human trafficking and being involved in that.
Yeah.
Because we have no evidence that Tony is receiving any money in return. It could just be like, he's like, oh, like, adoption. They're adopting them.
Yeah, this money is from charity. Like, there's, like, it comes in a briefcase. There's no, like, trail of,
there's no, like,
transaction.
Trail.
Yeah, there's no receipts or anything like that.
So Bae's like, okay, so we're fucked. Like, we can't really do anything right now. And Pete's like, there still could be a way, but we need to approach the right people.
Exactly.
But you're not going to like who the right people are.
You're not going to like who the right people are.
And she's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, it's Wei. And he's like, nope.
Well, fuck that then. No.
No. So then at the bar, we see Wei passed out in one of the booths. And the guy's kind of like, hey, like, get up. You can leave your car till tomorrow, but you gotta leave.
Yeah, gotta leave.
Yeah.
He, like, basically lives at this bar now because he's drunk all the time.
Yeah, I mean that, and, like, probably because, like, I mean, we don't see he's, like, in good grace with Tony anymore. He's not in good grace with Babe anymore. He's kind of, like, isolated from everyone now.
And now that's,
except Pete, but.
Yeah.
So Pete returns to his apartment where Kenta is there and pulls a knife on him. They start fighting with the knife a little bit, back and forth, rolling on top of each other.
This felt like a good fight. This was choreographed well.
I like this one. I like the big, like, knife movements. I
was actually stressed. Like, and this was, like, really interesting. I think this is my favorite part of the episode.
Me too.
I was like, wait. Because at first when he did it, I was like itching for death. So I was like, yeah, kill him. Like, I don't want Pete dead. Let me Let me say that right now. I don't want Pete dead. But, like, I was like, someone needs to fucking die, because I'm kind of annoyed that someone isn't. So, like, but then, like, after, like, they rolled around a couple times, I was like, actually, don't. Wait, I'm kind of intrigued by this situation here. Like, Like, I'm invested now. Like, these two, I could get on board with finding out more about these two.
Well, we end up with Kenta on top of Pete with the knife, trying to dig it in, and Pete's kind of like trying to stop him. And we do get a flashback of more of these two.
Yes, we do.
And Kenta's wearing the same clothes as before in the stairwell, so I won't touch about that too much. But he's with a soccer ball, and Pete comes over to sit with him. And apparently they're tired because they were just playing football and stuff. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm always tired. Like, whenever we play football together, like, I always get exhausted. And Pete says, next time, I think I'll invite you to a swimming competition. And Kenta's like, I'm sure you would like badminton more instead. Which, fun fact, actually. So that thing I sent you about, like, the cast, like, how they, like, before their casts were revealed, they were, like, sold be like, variety show type thing?
Yeah.
In that, it was actually revealed that Pete's actor is a professional badminton player. And Kenta's actor is actually a professional swimmer.
So that's
so the fact that Pete's like, oh, I'm sure you would like swim better, and he's like, oh, I'm sure you would be more into badminton too. So it's kind of like applying the real life stuff. And I remember, like, I didn't get in this episode. I think next episode they kind of show this again at the beginning. And I was like, hey, I get this now. That's funny.
I like that.
So I thought that was fun.
I'm a fan.
And they're like, yeah, sure. And they kind of talk a little bit, and we see Kenta kind of make a move, and he kisses Pete, and then gets him and walks away.
It's a good moment. It's a very good moment.
It's good, but it's also kind of like, you can kind of feel like the awkwardness, I feel like, because it's kind of like Pete didn't like really kiss him. He kind of just like stood there, eyes open, and had like,
yeah, but it's a really good moment of like uncertainty, I guess I want to say.
Yeah,
I really like it.
No, I do too. I think this is like learning more about them and their whole stuff is really fun, and that's actually where the episode ends.
And we do flash back to them with the knife for a second though, and I do want to point out the tear that falls from.
Yes. Kenta is like still trying to stab him, but also like we see him cry because it's like.
That is so interesting. These last like 2 minutes are the most interesting thing in the entire show to me.
It's so good. Like, and this was the stuff I was actually talking about. I think last episode, or whenever I was like, yeah, things get more interesting. It's like it's mainly this stuff I really like, and I really like digging into.
I'm telling you right now, I would watch an entire show of just this storyline. Like, this sounds so interesting, and I feel like I could read a fan fiction about like this whole storyline in general of them just like being like friends to enemies. Like honestly, like it's not even like lovers necessarily because they never got to that point, but friends to enemies, and like maybe figuring out what happens after that. I'd be so down to see a whole show about that. But there's only 2 episodes left, and we're probably not gonna get that much exposition of it.
Well, I mean, we obviously have more interactions with
obviously, because like we're not gonna end here, but
yeah,
I'm so invested in their storyline specifically.
Yeah. So that's the end of the episode. Do you have an MVP for this episode? 3, 2, 1. Alan.
I have to give to Pete.
Yeah.
I really, we've seen it already throughout the show where he's been trying hard to like bring Tony down, and is now working with people to do that. He's working with Babe now to find the way out, and we also saw more of his life beforehand where he actually made his way out of Tony's like cult of creepiness. Like he fully left. He made a decision and he left no matter what. And now he's working hard to make sure that everyone else can leave too. And I really rate that. I think he's great. And he's also not technically trying to stab Kenta in this last scene. He's trying to stop Kenta from stabbing him. And I feel like he would totally be like, hey, let's talk about this. Like, I feel like he wouldn't be violent at all in this kind of way. So I really like his character, and this episode really made me go, actually, wait, I want to learn more about Pete.
I gave it to Alan. I think I really like the whole Jeff, like the Magnus scene and the part the world's getting gay date or whatever. I really like that. I also like that we kind of see Alan overcome, like, the awkwardness that we talked about earlier in the episode.
Yeah.
We see him overcome that. He's like, okay, I'm not gonna play those games anymore. I'm just gonna be more upfront about it. I'm not gonna pretend to be Babe and have him be Alan's boy. It's just like, hey, I want you.
Okay.
I want you to be Alan's boy. I just want you. And I really like the whole like moment with like the bracelets and like even when Jeff's like, oh, but I'll ruin your life. I'm like a psychic and like, oh, like people will come after me. And he's like, I don't care. Like, I just want to be with you. I need you. That's why I want to be with you.
Okay.
So I really like that. Your grade for last week. Yes.
How shit was it? Because I was trying so hard not to believe Charlie was alive.
Yes. So the first one was drugs. You said Babe. It was Charlie. So that was wrong. Hot damn. You said it was Way and Pete.
Damn it.
It was Alan and Jeff.
That's because I didn't want to believe it was Alan and Jeff. These vibes are just me hoping it's not something else, is what these are.
Yeah. Magnetic Attraction. You said it was North and Sonic. It was Alan and Jeff.
I really was going somewhere with the North thing.
I was like, no, but okay, I'll write that. And the young love moment, you said it was Pete and Kenta, and it was Pete and Kenta at the end.
Period. I got one.
Yeah, you got one.
Hell yeah.
So we got 4
Okay.
vibes. The first one is kidnapped.
Shit, who gets kidnapped now? Part of me, like, kind of wants to say that they kidnapped Kenta and, like, they're like, we're gonna uncondition you or some shit like that. We're gonna decondition you from this whole grooming shit. Like, part of me wants to say that, but the other part of me is like, oh, they're gonna kidnap Pete. Fuck. Like, but I don't think they will because they just kidnapped Jeff. So, like, again, nah. But I'm gonna say they kidnap Kenta to try and decondition him.
Kenta, okay.
Get him on their side.
Next is a quote.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Ah, fuck. Who's sorry? Is Charlie sorry to Babe for, like, faking his death? I feel like that's a thing.
Charlie?
Yeah, I'll say Charlie.
The next is also another quote, which should be fairly obvious. So hopefully you get this one.
Hmm?
Don't overestimate your life.
How is this obvious? Overestimate.
Don't overestimate your life.
Overestimate.
Not underestimate, overestimate.
Oh, is someone saying this? Oh, fuck, wait. Overestimates.
Yes, oh, it's not underestimate, it's overestimate.
Is Tony saying this to I feel like Tony would say this to someone, but... Is Tony saying this to Kenta?
So Tony's your answer?
Yeah.
It's whoever says the quote, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll say Tony. Because, like, that makes me contradict what I said at the first vibe, though. Like, Kenta, they kidnapped Kenta. So I don't know.
So you want to change the...
No, keep it all. Keep it all. Keep it all. I don't care.
Okay. And the last one is auction.
Fuck, are they auctioning off more children?
Yeah, that's kind of an obvious one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Auctioning children.
Yeah. Okay. So those were your vibes for episode 12, the penultimate episode.
Yeah, oh my gosh, we're getting there.
Yes.
Woohoo, thank you.
Next week, the penultimate episode of Pit Babe, we will be recapping.
Yep.
Yes. So we will see you all then.
See you then.
Bye, everyone.